Hey there, guys. Alright, so today I'm going to show you some extra reputation that you can get in Nazjatar and Mechagon that you wouldn't normally know and/or are hidden. So here we go ahead, and I have this macro. It's going to be posted in the comments. I'm going to be writing a guide alongside this too if you prefer written. Anyways, we're going to use this. This is for Arcane Trunks. So they're going to go ahead and show us where each of these individual Arcane Trunks are, and they result in specific items being obtained. At the end, of course, it's a nice little item that gives you access to a bunch of potential things, including reputation gains. The first one that we're going to be going to is this TomTom waypoint here on the far left. I like to work in a circle, kind of just go along this way. I will not be speeding up the video. I'm not very competent when it comes to these things, so I'll be posting the full video and trying to at least link time points for for each of these individual things. I'll also showcase what you're supposed to do for each of them and how to accomplish, etc., etc., etc. There's one particular place where I am going to die because I did not bring in Viz pots. I am playing a Night Elf so that I can show you guys with Shadow Meld and kind of speed this up at least partially faster instead of having to fight things and waste our time, etc. The importance of these is that they're green reputation items, and I'll also be showing these green reputation items later on and their purpose. So you need to be out of combat for this to work. You're going to open this up, and it's basically DDR with your fingers. So each one comes in, you hit it, it's finger DDR. If you grew up in the early 2000s, you're already very familiar with doing the finger DDR from Flash games back then, prior to MMOs and all that fun stuff. Of course, if you miss or if you move too soon, oh god, no, no, no. Ugh. There we go. So here is one of the items I'm going to be talking about, this Reefwalker bark. This gives 20 reputation or 20 combat experience to all of your allies, alongside 75 reputation with the Unshackled. There's 1 to 2 more items that you can obtain while going through this, but for the most part, this is kind of concept. Since we're running around here and it's going to be a while to get to the next place, I want to take a moment to talk about the next important thing. There are 4 types of mobs that you can kill. As far as I know, you can actually grind out the reputation and the combat experience for Nazjatar. There are ills, sporebats, crabs, and reefwalkers. Each of these mobs are capable of dropping a green item. This green item seems to have a very low drop rate. I'd say it's on par with a epic item. So that epic item, it's a green uncommon item, but it can give 250 reputation with the Unshackled. I'll also be linking to these specific items on Wowhead and hoping to help you guys out and understand this. So for this one, we're going to be matching 4 blue runes. The items right here, you go ahead and click that, the Arcane device, and the goal is to match 4, which we were able to do right off the bat. If you have difficulty with this quest, I recommend, I highly recommend just typing reload. Reload will put you off in a better position and might set you up with a instant complete like that. This next one is definitely going to be the one that will kill me. Since I just used my Shadow Meld, I have no option but to die for this. It's going to be another DDR game. Also, to illustrate what we got the fermented deviant fish, the Mardiva's bag, and the waterlogged. These items can be really, really useful. The reason why I recommend dying is those mobs are elite. If you have an invisibility potion, that's a good way to go about that. The invisibility potion will allow you to Uh, Obviously ignore the mobs because they're fucking pieces of shit. Fuck, I said fuck. I can't say fuck on YouTube. Fuck. Um. Well, anyways, I'm not planning to monetize this. That's the last thing I care about here. I just want to help people. Um. Where are we going? All right. So you could use the invisibility potion to go ahead and get through there, and that will help as well. Otherwise, I guess you could get a party of 5 and hope you guys just kill it all. It takes a really long time. I had a group of 3 last time I went through here, and we still ended up dying. Granted, we pulled a lot more mobs than what I just faced. The point is that it sucks. So we're gonna go ahead and get in here. I'm hopefully gonna be able to bypass this last elite. That is a no. Cool. Oh, Shadow Meld. Probably gonna take another death. But c'est la vie. So some of these are simpler than others. This one only requires 2. It's a bit more basic. Uh, if I recall correctly, you don't get anything super special from this one. The very last one we'll be doing will be a great example of one of the items that I want to talk about. And then we'll look into some of the mechagon fishing. Also, to illustrate another point, so these have a chance to give you an item relating to the dude. So this stuff is used for the weeklies, and then these generally give you quest items that can help you unlock specific items. By specific items, I mean my brain's not working right now. Quests, the unlocking certain quests and stuff like that. You can also get the green reputation items from this, as far as I understand. Although it again is very, very rare. Let's see if I can survive here. I really, really doubt I'm going to live. Increases nature damage by fucking hell. That is a lot of damage. These things right here are like the deadliest. The fucking crabs and everything here can just be super, super deadly. So I always recommend extreme caution in this area, or else you'll be wasting a lot of time. I really dislike this zone's constant aggro radius. I'm really, really happy I chose to play Night Elf here, because this would take a lot longer had I not. And then immediately dazed. So, are you? This is gonna be a basic. This is going to be a basic, just uncross them scenario here. So the best thing to do is, why is there text blocking my vision? Who thought that was a good idea? So the idea is to just go ahead and get everything separated like that. You know, just look where the lines are going, and you generally can knock them out pretty quickly. The loot here, again, simple stuff. There's a bag that you can get that's BOA. It's not unique, so you could have all 4. It's 22 slots, but I mean, it's an option, right? We are almost done. We have 4 more left, and again, at the end of this, we get a special item. That special item gives us access to anything, including cursed objects. So if you have a lot of alts, if you're like me and you have 34 max level warriors, you can do this on every single one of your alts and potentially get uh a couple thousand gold a day if you were to get lucky. Like the max amount that you can get from a cursed object is around 600 plus. So if that was to hit every single one of your alts, it's 6,000 gold for 10, 12 for 20, and on and on and on. Uh, for the most part, these are just kind of fun items. It's not really going to make much of a difference in the end, but it's something that's fun that you could do for your alts as just a kind of passive interaction that you wouldn't normally have. So again, this item's right here. However, oh, yay, Shadow Meld's up. So go ahead and click this. For this one, we have to go ahead and take care of 3 red runes. Or 3 orange runes. I forget which one it was. No, it was 3 red. So 3 red runes. Again, simple like that. Next one is going to be right over here, here, and here. There's a high chance many of you have probably already done this one. It's inside of a cave that's pretty easy to encounter. So don't freak out if you don't see it. There's a high chance you've already done it. Also, thing to note, here are the abyssal eels. So earlier I mentioned that there were green items that you could get from killing mobs out in the world. These are them. These are one of the types. So there's an item called eel fillet, and we'll see if we get lucky and it pops up here. I think the first one has a higher chance of dropping than additional ones that I've seen. I haven't outright farmed this yet, but it looks like you get multiple of the... My inventory is full. Cool. Right, that really sucks. So again, this one's going to be one of the harder ones. Out of all of these, this one is well, not incredibly difficult, but it can be tough. A little perseverance is all you need, though, and eventually you'll be able to finger dance your way right through it. The pattern's always the same, by the way. You always get those 3 in successive reputation. So you can eventually just learn the pattern if you're having difficulty with it. And you'll do fine. Like so. 100%. Fun thing to note, we got this deviant fish. You can go ahead and change your character into a tauren. I don't know if it's only a tauren or if there are other options as well. Yes, you can change into multiple skeletons of classes. So there are multiple types that you can go ahead and get if you're lucky. So all in all, doing all of this, the 8 chests will net you a total of 325 extra reputation for Nazjatar, and give you access to this additional item that we will see soon enough. That can help you out. So again, click the little arcane device here. It's another crisscross. You do get some benthic pieces. I think we're on the last one here. Yes. This last one's a bit difficult to get to. Okay, we're fine. We didn't die. It involves some jumping and some activity. I specifically don't know how to get there without Heroic Leap. So if someone does know how to do that, feel free to comment and explain. I'm trying to keep this as straightforward as possible as well. Another thing to note is these mobs right here, the Lost Elegant, they can drop benthic pearls alongside benthic gear. So I don't know if multiple kills count. There's 3 or 4 types that spawn. They have the Lost Elegant, the Wayward, and an additional one. They do give a nice amount of benthic pearls, about 3 to 5, and sometimes you will get benthic gear alongside that. Anyways, this last trunk right here, the final one that we have to do, is on the roof of this building. So the way I did it, the way I got up there, was I came around. Damn it. Alright, hold on. Let's reset this. I had to come in from the right side, that's right. So you go in. No. Oh my god. Can't wait for flying. So we come in from the other side. I go up around here. And this is going to be a bit tight. It might take you a couple of tries. Of course, if you have the if you have an item that'll throw you in the sky, if you have an... Okay, wait, how did I get there? Ah, here we go. Ah, this has to be the way I did it. So here you are, like that. Here's the final one. And then we're going to go ahead and show you the item that we get in just a second. So again, we have to go through this dance. The dance for this one isn't as bad. At least I don't recall it being as bad. Maybe it is. At the end of the day, I actually really enjoy this mini game. I mean, compared to previous mini games that Blizzard has came out with, this one is at least a little bit fun. It's fast, it's simple, it's fluid. I like the fluidity of it. Almost done here, last one. So we finished, here's the last chest. So we got this. This is what you get for completing it. It can give you a random item of some sort that has a 20-hour cooldown. So we got Skeletal Hand. So this is a cursed object that you have to return, and you can sell it, or you can get between 200 to 600 gold for this. Here again is one of the other items I was talking about, the giant crab leg. This giant crab leg goes ahead and gives you 250 reputation, as well as 75 combat experience for your ally. So I'm going to go the long way, and I'm going to showcase a couple more things of importance for you. The next part that we're going to go to is where a lot of Sporebats spawn. These Sporebats have a chance of dropping 250, a similar item as the giant crab hand thing, the giant crab leg. It's very similar to that. I've yet to get one to drop, but they do apparently drop from these mobs. As far as I know, this is the best place to find them. Of course, I mean, as we go through here, you have some there, some that spawn up here. We're headed over to where a rare mob spawns that drops a mount. Silence, I think its name is. Silence, Sightless, something like that. But you have a bunch of these Fathom Rays, these Sporebat creatures drop a 250 reputation item. So you can go ahead and pull these all together. You can get a group together and grind out. You can go ahead and pull these. Alongside around here are also the Reefwalkers. Right now they're all being killed, of course, because of the bounty this week. But you can kill these withered Reefwalkers for a chance at wherever that item went. This. So we're gonna go ahead and turn those into recently. The crabs can be found here. You can kill the crabs there. And then you have the eels, which again we talked about here, and also here. This is a really good place for eels as well. Right where this bet paddle is. If you haven't or you're not already aware, the pet battles give about 3,000 reputation, making them a worthwhile activity to do. Currently, humans, if they've been doing everything correctly, they should be at Revered tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to turn in these two quest items to illustrate the extra reputation that you get from them as well. So this is an easy 325 reputation for a minimal time investment, about maybe 15 minutes of your time. So the first one going to get turned in. So we get, my bad, it's 250 and 50 combat experience. So you get that 250 reputation, and again, these items can be grinded. You can get these items multiple times. So that concludes that part. Now for mechagon. For mechagon, there are secret fish. There are fish that drop. So there's a fish that's here. So 1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish, 4 fish, 5 fish. So there's a fish right in here where Uncle Trog would spawn. 6 fish, 7 fish, and then 3 rare fish that spawn right here. Well, they spawn supposedly anywhere along the coast, but I just usually fish them right here. You gain up to 250 reputation a day doing this. So it's an important thing, and if you want to go ahead and speed up your time, I highly recommend camping Rust Feather. Rust Feather has a chance to drop anti-gravity pack, which can be incredibly useful for finishing mechagon as a whole. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to go ahead and illustrate some cool things that no one's really talked about for extra reputation that you can gain. This video is me trying my first time trying to explain this and how to help people. I'll do my best to make a written guide. I prefer written guides. I like doing written guides. And I hope this was helpful in some way.